We do make new neurons every day. They're not quite sure what that means. They never thought the brain made new neurons. There's some who believe that maybe those new neurons can be because they're really in the form of a stem cell, could be taught or redirected into fixing things like dementia and Alzheimer's and other problems. There's some scientists who say that that might be years and years and years away. We lose about 30,000 brain cells a day. If you drink a lot of beer, you lose a few more than that. So there's a constant process of pruning that goes on. What's the brain capable of? For your students, they need to understand that the brain's ability to learn is limitless. Okay? It is limitless. John Rady says there's about 100 billion neurons. The connections they make with each other represent about 40 quadrillion connections. That's 16 zeros. Somebody said, well, how much is 40 quadrillion? He says, well, it's more than there are molecules on planet Earth. So it's a lot. So when a student says to you, my brain is full. My brain is full. I can't learn today. My brain is full. And of course, under my breath, I'm always saying, you are full of it. But that's a different issue. So it's basically limitless. So what is learning? The scientific definition that almost everyone agrees to is learning is a change in the neuron patterns of the brain. Every time you learn something new, those thousands and billions of neurons connect up to each other in new formations, what they call networks, that actually represent that information. That information is a biological reality that learning has taken place. Now, this is the definition that I use with teachers because I think it really fits what we're trying to do in the classroom. And this came in 1994. This changed my teaching forever. Robert Bork, who is a memory scientist out in California, has been there for a long time and writes prolifically about memory and memory research, says learning is the ability to use information after significant periods of disuse. In other words, your students have not learned anything if 6 months later or a year later they can't still use that information. If they take organic chemistry and they get an A in organic chemistry and 6 months later they can't do any organic chemistry, then it is fair to say they didn't learn any organic chemistry.